I had to wait to shoot this video because there was some jet noise overhead, and that got me thinking about military divorce. Hi guys, my name is Katie Wilcox Carter. I am a Virginia-based family law attorney dedicated to representing women exclusively. I have had over a decade in practice representing women only, and military divorce is something that comes up in my practice a lot. Of course, I live in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia, so we have a ton of military people stationed here, living here, retired here, and separating from service here, and we get a lot of questions and a lot of cases that touch on military divorce issues. And one of the things that I love about military divorce is that there are a lot of things that aren't necessarily determined by Virginia law. So I can talk much more globally about how these things are handled in military divorce cases. And one of the things that I hear about the most is 2020 and 2015 status. So in case you aren't aware, what a 2020 spouse is someone who has been married for 20 years to someone who has served in the military for 20 years, and those 20 years overlap exactly. And the reason why that matters is because being a 2020 spouse means that you keep, most importantly, permanent military health care. There is nothing like this in the civilian world, I can tell you. So when we get divorced, when civilians get divorced, once the final divorce decree is entered, health insurance stops. But for a 2020 spouse, health insurance goes on indefinitely. You take on basically retired military status. So in addition to keeping permanent health care, you also retain your access to the commissary and things like that as well. But the real biggie is the military health benefits. For a 2015 spouse, which is just what it sounds like, it's 20 years of marriage, 20 years of service, but only 15 of those overlap. That entitles the divorced spouse to 1 year of military coverage. Now that's a big difference, 1 year versus indefinite health care coverage. But even so, even just a year can sometimes be what you need to get back on your feet after the divorce, and at least just not have to worry about health care coverage for 12 months. But these designations are strict. It's not like they're gonna just throw you a bone if you're close. If you're even a day short, like I said, 2020 is 20 years of service, 20 years of marriage, and those 20 years have to overlap, and they have to overlap perfectly. So if he retires, or if you get a divorce prior to meeting that deadline, then you are not going to be entitled to those benefits. And we are looking down to the day to calculate them. So you want to be aware of what you're entitled to, and you want to be aware of exactly what those deadlines are and how they're going to apply in your case, so that, if you're close, you don't take any steps that would prevent you from being able to receive those benefits.